Hi, welcome back. For today's video, I am going to be getting ready for work. I leave for work in about an hour, so I need to kind of hurry, but I wanted to walk you through my normal workday makeup / skincare routine. So let's get into it. First, I always just like to clip my hair back out of my face. Nothing too crazy. I'm gonna wear my hair down today, so I just need it out of my face. But anyway, after that, I usually start off with skincare, and I would say my workday makeup is more skincare focused. I don't wear a ton of makeup to work, but I like to focus on the skincare and then add a little makeup just to kind of make me look more lively. I'm looking really pale right now. I haven't seen the sun in a while. It's fall, so it's been really gray, and we got a snowstorm last night, so yeah, it's like the first snow of the season, so I'm not looking forward to driving to work this morning. But anyway, to start off with skincare, I'm going to use this glow serum here. I just got this from Amazon. It's a vitamin C serum. So I'm going to put that on. I also go in with niacinamide serum from Good Molecules. And a little bit of eye gel. This is also from Good Molecules. It's just like a depuffing. It reduces the signs of puffiness and plumps appearance of fine lines. This can be used day and night. I usually use it day and night, but always in the morning. I usually put it on at night as well when I remember, but every morning this goes on my face because I have really dark, puffy under eyes. After that, I like to go in with my SPF, and I use this one from La Roche-Posay. Even when it's winter, I still try to remember to put on an SPF because I do use retinol at night, so it's just best to use sunscreen whenever you can to protect your skin. And then last step, moisturizer, and I'm using this one by Bubble. It's the Power Wave Hydrating Moisturizer. I've been using this for a while, and I actually really like it. It's a really good, affordable moisturizer for people that have dry skin. And I have really dry skin, and this stuff has worked well for me. Once my skincare is on, I don't usually wear a foundation or anything for work. I typically just do concealer on my under eyes and kind of spot conceal and leave it at that. So what I'm going to start off with is the Palladio Under Eye Brightener. It looks like that. And I just use my finger to apply this, and I apply it all over my under eyes, and then I rub it in or blend it in with my finger as well. I honestly feel like this stuff blends best with my finger. I don't think it's as smooth with a brush, to be honest. So I like to just use my finger and kind of put that all over, and it just really helps reduce the darkness under my eyes, and it just brightens it up a lot. After that, I do like to go in with concealer, and I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal. What I do with this is I put this on my under eyes as well. I don't use a lot because I'm not using anything else on my face, so I want it to blend in pretty good. I don't want it to look like I have a lot of makeup under my under eyes and nowhere else. So I just lightly go in with this. And then I like to also spot conceal any redness on my face. Once that's on, I'm just taking this little concealer brush, and I'm going to start blending all of that concealer out. And I do just kind of blend it around my face so that it gets distributed pretty evenly. And I want it to be as blended out as possible. I don't want it to look like I have concealer on. I just want my skin to look naturally flawless. So So I blend this out like a lot, like crazy. So it doesn't end up being like extremely full coverage, but it just kind of reduces and blurs like any imperfections on my face, which is kind of what I'm going for because I'm not going to wear a lot of makeup. Moving on, I do like to bring color to my face, so I typically do some sort of like cream bronzer or contour, and I usually switch between this Say cream bronzer and then the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. Today I'm going to use the one by Say, and what I like to do is just use this dual-ended brush by e.l.f. And I just really lightly go in with that and put that all over my face where I normally would apply cream bronzer. And it just really slightly contours, but also makes me look not as pale. And I don't add too much, it's just kind of like a really light application of this. And I bring some down on my chin. And then I do also like to put this on my eye, on the outer part of my eye, to also bring some color there. From putting like the under eye brightener and then the concealer in that area, I feel like it just makes my eyelids look so white, and I don't like that. So this just adds some like depth to that. Then I take the smaller side and do my nose, and I always bring that to the inner corner of my eye just to kind of connect everything together. And yeah, that is really about all I put on. It just really lightly makes my face look better and less pale, especially in the winter when it's cold and I never see the sun. Moving on to blush, I always wear blush. Even if I don't wear any bronzer, I always put on blush. I love blush. That is my favorite part of pretty much any makeup look. So for today, I'm going with a little bit darker of a blush because it is cold and dark outside, so that's like the vibe I'm feeling. I'm using this one from Makeup by Mario. These are the Soft Pop Blush Sticks, and this is the shade Earthy Pink. And I absolutely love this color. I think it's so pretty. So what I do is I just take my blush brush and I dip it straight into the product, kind of diffuse it on the back of my hand just a little bit, and then I apply that all over my cheeks, going up towards my temple. And then after I apply most of the product, I do take whatever is left over on the brush and I put it under my under eye. Camera battery just died while I was putting on my blush, but anyway, moving on to the other side, I'm going to do the same thing. Start applying the blush, and I work that up towards my temples, put a little bit on the outer part of my eye, and then nose, and whatever's left, I'm just going to take that and start applying it directly on my under eye. And what that does is it kind of blends everything together so that my under eye is not like bright white and then my cheeks are super pink. It just makes it look more seamless. And since I'm not wearing a lot of makeup, I want everything to kind of blend together softly so that I don't look like I have just concealer and blush on and nothing else. So I feel like that really kind of helps. And it gives like the illusion of like a pink under eye powder in my opinion, but I don't have pink under eye powder, so this will just have to do. Moving on to eyes, I am going to do my eyebrows. I'm using my normal products, the e.l.f. Instant Brow Lift Pencil, just to kind of fill them in a little bit. Just filling in all of those like bare spots. Then I use this side to kind of blend it all out. So nothing too crazy there. And then after that, I do like to go into the brow gel. And typically I use NYX the brow glue, but I'm literally almost out. I have a tiny bit like stuck up there in the tube. I need to go get more. I'm just using what I can of that. Just like literally nothing. But I do have also the e.l.f. Brow Lift. This is just like a clear brow gel. I need to find a spoolie though. Okay, just gonna take a spoolie and Just kind of run that through my eyebrows to hold them down. It's kind of like my backup gel. If I run out of the brow glue, I'll use this. Or if I want my brows to like stay for something. This is like, I feel like this has a stronger hold than this. This is more for every day. This is like, if I'm doing like a full face and I want my eyebrows to be like in place all day, I would use this instead, but it works when I need it. So just kind of fluffing my brows up with that. After brows, I always go in with mascara. So first I'm going to curl my lashes, and I like to curl them really good. So this part takes me a second because I go in multiple times and just keep curling them until I get them exactly how I like. I like my lashes to look like I just recently had a lash lift. So I curl them like a bunch of times and then put the mascara on right away, and usually they hold pretty good throughout the day, but at least for the first little bit, they look like I just got a lash lift, so that's good enough for me. Alright, once I get them all curled, I do go in with my e.l.f. Lash and Roll, and I'm using the black one today. Sometimes I use brown. This is the one that's like gone. But today I'm using black, so I'm just going to go in with that. And lightly coat my lashes. And I do like to get the bottom lashes as well, just a little bit. To finish off, I do like to add a little something to my lips. So what I usually do is I take my NYX lip pencil in the shade Natural, and I just kind of overline like the middle part of my lips, I guess you could say. Just kind of like that, and then I put a little bit on the rest of my lips, and I take my finger and blend that out. And it just kind of gives my lips like a natural pink color, and it overlines them just a little bit. And then I usually just take a lip gloss. So today I'm going to take this one from e.l.f. It's the Squeeze Me Lip Balm. This is the Grape shade, and I just take that and put that over my lips. And that's it for lips. Okay, that completes my workday makeup. I am just wearing my hair down like this today. I'm not doing anything crazy with it. It's Friday, so Friday is my more casual, lazy day. So this is all I'm doing, but this is typically the makeup that I do almost every day. I keep it really simple. Usually I don't have a lot of time to get ready for work in the morning, so this is like a really quick, easy makeup look that I like to do that makes it look like I put some effort in. I don't look so much like a zombie, but it's also not too much. It wears really good throughout the day, and then that way when I come home, my skin isn't feeling so like dry and cakey with a bunch of makeup. So I like to keep it as light as possible for that reason as well. I have really dry skin, so wearing makeup, like a lot of makeup on my face for a long period of time, my skin does not like that. So this is kind of like a happy medium. I am wearing makeup, but not too much, and it still looks cute. So I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!